Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your girl Crunker 711, doing like I did last year, bringing y'all some NBA 2K12 patch details. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who missed my last video, go check it out. Assassin's Creed 3, my first impressions. Go check that out. Video will be in the video response section in case you missed it. And let's get back to business. Y'all know I'm a huge 2K13 fan, and as soon as I get my new battery for my computer, I'm gonna be bringing y'all some gameplay of that, cause I got a lot of videos. Since my guys gotten a lot better, I might post one that I got off my phone, but I don't know. Excuse me. But let's get to it. Y'all see I'm on Operation Sports. I'll put this link in the description and a couple of more that talk about the patch. And this is one of the hugest patches, you feel me, for the game so far that's came out. I think this is the first huge patch. These are the details and stuff, and I'm gonna go over it with y'all and everything, because in my opinion 2K13 had a lot. It's a great game, but it needed a lot of things still wrong with the game they need to fix. Before I even go over anything, I feel like they still need to fix the passing a little bit better, especially when you passing it to the inside. The balls tend to get tipped a lot. Let's see, in the defense, your AI defense is still not as great as it should be, and double teaming is non-existent. When you get double teamed, you can get out of that shit easily if you are if your rating is good enough to get out of it. And let's see, what's one more thing before I even read anything that I know what's wrong. Oh, getting back on defense. Like, for some odd reason, like, I'm gonna play for the New Orleans Hornets, and my team we get beat so many times getting back down the court. I don't know if that's because of fatigue or what, but it happens to me a lot. So yeah. Anyways, let's read up what's going on with this patch. As you see, Josh Smith finna throw it down real crispy like. But let's start off with gameplay. See, improve AI rebounding logic to balance out offensive rebound frequency. Okay, that's a good one, because the rebounding in this game is crazy. It seems like your team cannot rebound for nothing. Like, it seems like the other team rebounds crazy. Turn AI transition defense users will not have more fast break opportunities against the CPU. Okay. I think that's basically what I just said. Long range passes are now less accurate and will result in more fumbled and missed catches. That does happen a lot. That's good. Passing successfully out of a double team has been tuned to be slightly more difficult. I just said that. Tune the logic behind charging calls so that they are properly called. Charges will now sometimes be called when the defender is in position and stationary, even if he's not in the take charge animation. Okay, that's a good one. Tune timing on block animations and made the AI more vigilant about blocking layups and dunks. That's a good one, because shit, my point guard should be getting pounded on all the time. It really made me want to get a new the acrobat move, so I can start going up in the air different kind of ways, trying to get away from that. Improve reach and foul detection when defender continuously swipes at the ball, results in more call fouls. That has been happening to me a lot. AI now only calls for a full court press in appropriate situations late in game. Address 2 dunk animations that were not counting for a score when they were converted. I never had that problem, because my point guard wasn't a dunker. Now he's dunking. Fixed an issue. Sorry about that. Fixed an issue where replay would show the incorrect play rather than what actually happened on the court. AI positioning when running plays has been tuned so that the big man with limited shooting range will not move further away from the basket than what. That's a good one. I'll be wondering what the hell my boy doing out there, and he can't damn shoot. All AI positioning when running plays has been tuned so big man shooting range. Okay. AI teammates will now remain in the post position longer than quick post plays call for them. All teammates will now remain in the post up position longer. Turn alley-oop, put back dunks such that players have a tendency to perform either move or are able to finish with one. Remove the restrictions for the microwave signature skill such that it is now more regardless of whether you are already on a hot or cold streak. Okay, that's one thing that I really want to buy, a microwave. When a block is recorded for a player with the eraser, only signature skill, only the shooting attributes of the block player are lowered. Fixed are rare issues where a traveling violation would be called on a pass fake. Referee review on last shot will no longer play if the shot has no effect on the outcome of the game. A number of other similar changes have been made to address issues and enhance the user experience. Tune 3-point percentage. That is a good one because when you go online, mugs be throwing up threes like like nobody's business. They just be throwing up threes. This is general. Nike ID shoes will now appear properly in the game after being equipped to a player. Address an issue where the game score would disappear in blacktop games when signature highlights reviewed in the pause menu. Fixing an issue with free throw feedback would no longer appear in games after playing online. On my team game. Addressing issue online my team games where the away team player would have the signature skills of the home team. And identical players were used in the game of both players. Never had that problem. Music will no longer be disabled and game setting will no longer revert back to default when completing an online game in my team. Change the difficulty setting for all the seeds in my team. And this one's for 360. Address the connect issue where a misleading overlay would appear when a timeout was called through a voice command when no timeouts were remaining. That's only for the 360. This right here is for my career. Added an additional warning. Conversion of an online my career, one that earns VC, to an online my career, one that earns skill points. I've never heard that because I got the internet. But if you didn't have the internet, you don't collect VC. You collect regular skill points like last year. And if anybody internet get cut off, then I guess they would have to. They can still do both, I guess. If not, they can't do both. Fixing the issue where the remainder of the user schedule would appear empty after participating in the various All-Star Weekend events. I haven't got that far yet. This change also carries over to association and season modes. Run plays and play vision should now function properly when activated regardless of your my player's position. Okay, cool. I can turn on my I can see plays now finally. Fixing the issue where all games in October will be simulated when play next game is selected after the start of the new season. Users play my career that assure skill points will no longer find themselves with negative skill points after play game where a number of unlikely conditions were all met. Address the rare hang that would occur if the defend your home court billboard commercial would play between quarters of the Rising Stars Challenge of All-Star game. Addressed a number of issues with the social media feature, including one where the news feed would stop updating completely. When changing teams via free agency in the offseason, your my player will now receive the proper role, starter, six-man, etc. that was promised during the contract negotiation. You will no longer fail. The dynamic goal will give your team the lead before the game ends when subbed out before the end of the game. That's a good one because that's happened to me plenty of times. Teammate chemistry rating on the play next game loading screen should now display the correct value as in the social media menu, and the volume on the menu music should in fact no longer become extremely quiet after playing consecutive games in my career. That's not too big. And this is the last one. This is with association, which I haven't started yet, but I think I'm about to with my boy Uplifted. 3-point tendency progression logic has been rewritten to correctly model the growth variances within each player type in the game. This change also carries over to my career mode. Users will no longer lose their scouting reports after viewing the recent games tab of the player card. Birth year can now be set to later than 1993 when editing draft classes after the first season of the association. Addressed a rare hang that would occur while attempting to participate in a dunk contest with a created player assigned to a created team. Association Online, the offense and defense options should now save properly when using the total sim control feature. And admins will now have access, administrators will now have access to appropriate commissioner tools during the off season. All patch fixes will work in your existing game modes and saves. So yeah, so that's the patch. Just broke it down for y'all. Actually liking what I'm hearing. I'm actually gonna go test out the patch probably after I finish this video or a couple of more. Hopefully they fixed a lot of the things, because the freaking rebounding is an issue. And I heard about stealing, but I don't think they really worked on it like I think they should have. Maybe the next patch they can work on stealing in the paint, because that shit is ridiculous. I get so many turnovers for bullshit ass steals. But anyways, this your girl Crunk Girl 711. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and I'm out. Holla.